This is Pete DeWeese for xandolabs.com for the Jet Sweep Report on Ferris State. Want to look at some of these clips individually. First clip we'll look at here is a nub formation where the offense chooses to put the tight end and the H-back into the boundary. One thing that Ferris State talks about when Coach Parker sat down for this interview was how they like to utilize this in the red zone. In particular because they like it when they're going to catch a defense without any rotation. Typically with man-to-man in the red zone, they feel it's more likely that you'll get a chase defender instead of some type of a rotating safety. Obviously this is something that they use to determine through game plan. Using this nub tight end formation, they're able to get the look they want and to have numbers to gain the edge in the jet sweep. If you were to draw an imaginary line right down the center and divide each half of the offense and defense, you'll see that offensively, counting the tight end, tackle, guard, fullback, tailback, and the center, that the offense has 6 blockers to employ for the jet sweep. While defensively, you have the 3 technique, the defensive end that's in like a 7, then the overhang, as well as the Mike linebacker and 1 additional safety. Bring the motion man into the mix and you leave the trail defender playing chase across the formation, having to get through traffic. This is able to provide the offense with the numbers advantage that they need and the speed that they need to attack the edge. One thing that you can see as you watch this clip is that the defense does trigger this overhang defender as he sees the jet motion. But this gives you a good look at how the H is going to handle the overhang. Like we talked about in the report, the tight end is going to punch the defensive end to give the tackle an opportunity to take over, and he is going to go immediately to lock the box on the first backer play side. The H-back is now responsible for this overhang defender. He will only turn that defender loose if he were to stunt inside of the defensive end or completely widen and feather to the sidelines, which would allow the tailback to get an easy kick out on him. So the H is going to run for the outside shoulder of this overhang defender. As Coach Parker told us in the report, he's not trying to reach the defender, he's not trying to kick the defender out, he is trying to block the defender. As he aims for the outside shoulder, he's thinking base, and if he makes contact, he is going to try and turn the hips. However, if the defender is absolutely intent on getting upfield, he will simply kick him out. The tailback coming from the backfield will fit off of the block of the H. In this clip, you can see the tight end is going to punch, the end is going to slant, and he is going to immediately work with leverage to lock the box on the inside linebacker. The H is going to run for the outside shoulder of the overhang. The overhang is going to be upfield, but he's going to stop his feet on contact. The H does a good job of getting leverage and keeping his feet moving, and the tailback is going to continue his path outside of the H-back's block. The receiver in jet motion is reading the tailback for his cue. He is going to trust the vision of that tailback and follow his blocker. And as the tailback continues to work outside of the H-back's block, you'll see the receiver does the same. The tailback is able to get out in front and chop down the secondary player that's coming for support, and the chase defender that is man-to-man with the ball carrier is not in position to recover, make the play, and Ferris State is able to get in the end zone. Here's a good look at the same play from the end zone copy. Again, notice the tight end as he goes to punch, recognizes the defensive end is slanting inside, and then immediately gains leverage back outside so that he can lock the box. This leverage is going to allow him to account for this scraping player. One thing Coach Parker talked about is that a lot of times guys will punch and then want to work inside to where the linebacker is. These linebackers have reads, they have keys, and they're on the field for a reason. He is going to be scraping. Punching and getting outside to lock the box is going to give your tight end the best opportunity to make that play on the linebacker.